So we're going to get into this portion here in Matthew 26, so maybe we'll just jump into it. And we were going to talk a little bit about the divine romance, but I think we'll just jump into the portion here. And so the verses on your sheet start with verse 6, but I'm just going to read verses 1 through 5 to you quickly. Chapter 26, verse 1, "And when Jesus finished all these words, he said to his disciples, 'You know that after 2 days the Passover takes place, and the Son of Man is being delivered up to be crucified.' Then the chief priests and the elders of the people were gathered together in the courtyard of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas. And they took counsel together to seize Jesus by craftiness and kill him. But they said, 'Not at the feast, lest there be an uproar among the people.'" Okay, all together, 6 through 13. Go.
Now when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, a woman came to him, having an alabaster flask of ointment of great value, and she poured it on his head as he reclined at table. But when the disciples saw it, they were indignant, saying, "Why this waste? For this could have been sold for much and given to the poor." But Jesus, knowing it, said to them, "Why do you trouble the woman? She has done a noble deed to me.
For the poor you have with you always,
But you do not always have me.
for in pouring out this ointment on
My body, she has done it for my burial. Truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what this woman has done shall also be told as a memorial of her."
Amen. Hallelujah. So this portion is here in Matthew 26. The parallel portion is also in Mark 14 and John 12. And so what I'm going to share for you, I kind of took pieces from all three of these portions just to give us a full picture. And so what I'm going to do is basically, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share just some key words that I was impressed with from these verses. And then I'll share a little bit related to this title of Why This Waste. And then I'll just share a little bit related to some application from this portion related to us today. So hopefully I can go quickly, because I want to give you all some time in some small groups to have some opportunity to share with each other too. So the verses that I read, the background are, you can see, the Lord is in Jerusalem, and he's not welcomed. The chief priest, right? The elders, they're all seeing basically, what can we do to kill this Jesus, basically. And so they are not loving Jesus, they're hating Jesus, they're persecuting Jesus, and even despising Jesus. So that's the background. Then we come into verse 6, and the first word I enjoyed was just this word, Bethany. Bethany. Bethany means house of affliction. Doesn't sound so positive, but after the Lord was in Jerusalem during the day, he would go to Bethany, to this house, a house in Bethany, and he would gather there with his lovers, with his disciples, with those who were seeking him. And so Bethany is really a picture of the church life with all the lovers who are there just giving him the first place, there just loving him, not persecuting him, but just opening to him. And we are all the afflicted ones, right? But what is happening? The Lord is coming to meet with us and to be with us. And even the church life today is a real home. It's a real hospital. We get beat up by our daily life. But what do we have in the church life? Even in the home gatherings, right? Friday nights, we have a little house of Bethany to enjoy the Lord.
Amen.
Okay, then the second word I enjoyed there is this word leper, right? Simon the leper. The Lord is coming to the house, and he's coming, and this house is prepared, the house of Simon the leper. Well, in the Old Testament, the lepers were those who were put outside the camp, because the type is that due to their rebellion, due to their disobedience, they were afflicted with this ailment of leprosy. And so what would happen to those was they were supposed to be separated from the people, kept away until they were healed. Well, what is happening here? The Lord is coming to these ones. The Lord is not saying, "Get away from me, you leper." The Lord is coming to the leper. And even if we look in in the Bible, in Matthew 7, there's an incident where the Lord, there was a leper, and the leper was there saying, heal me, Lord. And the Lord came and touched the leper. What would we do? We would say, get away from me, leper. I don't want anything to do with you. But who is this Lord in the divine romance? The Lord is the one who is coming to touch the leper, to heal the leper, even to be in the house of the leper. This is our divine romance. This is wonderful.
Amen.
And so what is happening there in the house of Simon the leper? The leper is the cleansed one, the forgiven one. He's there enjoying the Lord. But not only that, let's take a look, verse 7. Maybe we could read verse 7 all together.
A woman came to him, having an alabaster flask of ointment of great value, and she poured it on his head as he reclined at table.
So, just a few portions from this verse I enjoyed. I guess I better add these also. Okay, a woman came and great value. So, this divine romance, I just want to impress you with this first point. The divine romance, in a nutshell, is the Lord coming to us and us coming to the Lord. And we can see that so sweetly in these first few verses, right? The Lord coming to Bethany, the Lord coming to the leper, and then what's happening? A woman coming to the Lord, right? Divine romance is awesome. This is awesome. So a woman came to him. We are all Simon the leper, and we are all this woman. We are all the ones who were the rebellious, disobedient ones who the Lord forgave and cleansed. And we are all the woman who has also been forgiven, who can approach the Lord, who can come to the Lord, who can even touch the Lord.
Amen.
And so she has a flask of great value. Great value. I was just impressed. This flask, if you look in the other passages, it says that it was worth 300 denarii. A denarius was a coin which in that time was considered a good day's wages. So let's see. What's a good day's wages today? What do you think? $100?
200?
Come on. At least 200, right? Maybe 300, right? So let's just do some basic math, right? 300 is worth 300 denarii, this flask, right? Do the basic math. If you say 200 or if you say 300, so what is that? 300 times 200, 300 times 300? What? Huh?
90,000.
Okay, 60,000 to 90,000, right? Did I do the math right? 300 times 300, right? Okay, so think about that. Great value, right? Now, this is great value on two levels. Great value as a material item, but also great value as a spiritual heart treasure. You got to consider it. Okay, Mary is not like a queen here where, okay, no problem. This is probably the accumulation of her life's work, right? Something, at that time you don't just have tons of extra money. You're like usually subsistence living day to day, right? So to save up and to have something of this great worth is really a precious treasure. Okay, so of great value. And then what does she do? She pours it on his head. And in the other verses from the other books, it says even that she poured it on his head and his feet. And just in a simple way, what does this show? This shows that every single part of the Lord is precious. He's precious from the top all the way to the bottom. There's not one aspect of him that is not precious and not lovable, right? And even she wipes it with her hair. The hair signifies the glory of a woman. And so she is basically saying, Lord, you are everything and I am nothing. This is the divine romance here. The Lord is so precious, so valuable, that everything we have, all of our heart treasure, even our personal glory, is something that should be wasted upon him.